My fish fam! We're back to Legacy. Because you know what? I'm not done with this thing yet. You know, for anyone who is afraid that I wouldn't play Legacy for another 5 years, I'm back. For at least one more league. Because I wanted to test out an idea. Days. So the idea is we take out True Name Nemesis, right? And we didn't need it last time we played Legacy. It never came up. We didn't need True Name Nemesis. But you know what would be nice? Better counter spells. Better things to do. My biggest problem is I never had... I could never play 2 cards a turn versus a lot of decks. That would have helped a lot. So I think Days is that card to help us basically play 2 cards a turn. We play a Lord, our opponent plays a spell, we play Days. We play a Vidalian Hexcatcher. They play a spell, we play Days. It is our ability to play more than 1 spell per turn to keep up with either the power or mana efficiency of the other decks. And it counters anything. Counters anything. So that's basically our replacement to Chalice of the Void in this archetype. And because we're going so heavy on the countering your spell thing, we're going all in on Curse Catcher. We're bringing the Curse Catcher back. And I'm also putting Silvergill deck back in here. I mean, I have nothing against the card, and especially since, you know, we 2-for-1 ourselves with like Force of Negation, Force of Will, and maybe sacking a Curse Catcher in addition to Days. We might want some cards to help catch back, and also helps us cast cards when we have Wasteland. So before there was Harbinger of the Tides in this slot, we got rid of Harbinger. I didn't find that much value in Harbinger, and I think I was just wrong for putting into the deck, and I think this would just be better in a Wasteland type of deck. All right, so with that, yeah, we have mismatch cards. We have like mismatch Wasteland, mismatch Days. That's Mana Trader's fault. It's not my fault.
Let's get steamrolled.
We'd never do that. We'd be all of this Wasteland and all of this Days. OGs all around. Okay, let's get into our league, and let's hope I don't get blown away.
Morfolk is not powerful enough for this meta.
Says who? Says who? Not if I have something to say about that.
Richard Garfield.
I wonder if he like plays on Magic Online or Arena or anything like that once in a while. We won the die roll. Great hand. Actually, maybe it's not great, but I'll play it. I've only ever gotten a perfect match 75 like once ever. Oh yeah. Next up, D&T Elves Maverick. Maybe. Anything can happen in Legacy. Absolutely anything. Swamp. Thoughtseize. Well, that's actually undermines everything that we're doing here. Guess I let it resolve. They'll probably take our Silvergill up, maybe the Days. I guess it's, what, Reanimator? They take it. Or my coconut donut. I'm addicted to coconut donuts lately. There's a chance that we go Silvergill Adapt into... Do I need to play Silvergill Adapt? Probably. Draw a Force of Will or something. So it's possible I draw Island into like Curse Catcher, so I'll play the Island here instead of the Wasteland, and it's not like I can Wasteland 2 cards, 2 lands at the same time anyway. That's a great draw. If we don't die next turn.
If you get me a big walk, I can make you donuts all the time.
No.
It's not that hard.
No! Oh, they're targeting themselves this time. What else do they have? They have Exhume, Archon of Cruelty. Am I supposed to take a picture of this stuff? Or will Magic the Gathering Online give it to me? So they're very close. They're actually pretty far, though. Hapless Researcher. So they have only 1 mana. Beautiful. Actually, that worked out. All right, so we'll play our Hexcatcher and a Curse Catcher. We got all the catchers here. We're going to catch something. They might even just resign the sight of this. Like, ah, okay, after this. So they have Animate Dead. Oh, I can't counter that, though. Oh, no, I can counter that. Archon and Exhume. We got everything. Sack, draw a card, then discard a card. Can't even cast that thing. Yeah. It's basically over. And another Curse Catcher, which is useless. Put them Lord in play.
This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Everything's going exactly according to my plans. The mana efficiency, people. Screw True Name Nemesis. See, if that was True Name Nemesis, they wouldn't have touched it. Ooh, I can't wait to eat that up with my Wasteland. How would you like to die? Do you like to play an anime dead? I think they're reading Vidalian Hexcatcher right now. They're reading Vidalian Hexcatcher, and then they've read it correctly. We're going to game 2. So what is this? We want Fairy Macabre, all the Grafdigger's Cages. I feel like I'm overboarded here, so we're definitely going to want this. We don't need Tide Shaper. Or do we? So I do think Silvergill Adept in these types of matchups is fine, because we're going to 2-for-1 ourselves a lot. Trickster is not good. Daze is fine. I don't know. Take out Tide Shaper? I'm not taking out too many creatures, am I? I have 22 creatures. Feels a bit gross. I guess that's what we do. Alright, good luck. Beating all this stuff that I have. Yeah, I guess that's it. Hand is very reasonable. Keep. They mulligan? No, they kept 7 cards. Damn it. So, no, like, if they were to Thoughtseize us, no matter what, we'd have interaction on turn 2. No matter what.
You should be able to answer a skill testing question to begin the game with 8 cards.
Wow, a Fairy Macabre is even more dangerous. So we're going to start off with Curse Catcher, because that's this thing that I can use Daze on. So if they go, like, I don't know, empty their hand into Exhume, so no, Animate Dead, it'd be all for nothing. Boseiju? What the hell? Were you a 3-color Reanimator deck now? The green splash too. Where was your green mana game 1? What is going on here? Exhume targeting who? Targeting me? I could force this or just let it resolve. Like, they either hit the Macabre or they hit force. Although if they hit the force, the Daze sucks. But that's okay. Or they hit the Macabre. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, sure. Nani? You know what they might take? They might take the Hexcatcher. Okay, they didn't take the Hexcatcher. They did take the force. Dark Ritual. Sure. Sure. You're going to hard cast one of these creatures. You're going to play Grief. I actually can't do anything about this. But that's it. Okay, you take my Hexcatcher. All right. So I get to Wasteland you, and it's going to be a race. Sort of. I do have a lot of turns here. I have basically 6 turns to try to race this idiot. Or 7 turns or whatever. Here we go! Do believe this race is in my favor.
No.
The Low Curve Merfolk deck. Free, finally free of True Name Nemesises. Nemesis. Oh, all of a sudden you feel a little shy, huh? I don't know, attack you for 3. Keep the lords. It's probably worth blocking too, anyway. Okay, they still have perfect information in my hand. You know, when I'm done with eating the coconut donut, I can't resist but to eat the crumbs. It's basically like candy as well. I'll do that when I've got some downtime. I lick the plate. All right, 3-turn clock.
Chubby Meatball licks your yolk.
Yeah. My cat, Chubby Meatball, after I'm done eating my eggs and toast, she'll lick the plate of all the yolk and butter that was left from my eggs and toast. She loves it. She waits patiently for me to finish my entire meal. And then she goes to town.
The egg gives her a nice glossy coat.
I'm close to hard casting this Force of Will. I have no idea what they could do.
Well, it's Legacy, so literally anything could happen.
Yeah, they could. Maybe Black Lotus. Everything but Black Lotus. All right, easy game 1 victory. Easy clap.
I'm amazed.
Easy clap. Coconut. Oh, you easily found another game too.
All things considered, it's Tim Hortons, so it might not even be real coconut.
How can fake coconut exist?
They got fake flavoring for everything.
Did I win the die roll or not? I did not.
Frosty K.
We actually have more viewers for Legacy than we did for Modern. That's a first. People are hungry for Legacy content.
Like you're hungry for that donut.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll keep this, but it's not a pretty hand. Like, I fully anticipate of, like, burning this Force on some random card. What the hell is this? Okay, they obviously don't know who I am, because they never would have even dared play that card if they knew who I was. Den of the Bugbear. Is this one of the... Okay, I mean, we're going to start off... This is one of those prison decks, right? I think they play with Soul Lands, though, so I don't know if that was the greatest move. But if they play, like, City of Traders, then they would have to sack the next Soul Land. There we go. Exactly. You know what? I haven't played Legacy in like half a decade. I still know how these decks work. I still know. All right, I'm not completely stupid. So they're gonna lose that land. We're gonna lose a card when we play Force of Will. Whatever. It's a fair game. Simeon Spirit Guide. The F are you? Attacks, exile, whatever. I don't care who you are. I know I gotta Force of Will you. I guess we just go Lords. Let's Lord it up. Force of Will pitch the Trickster and just... I mean, I guess the card that I might be the most concerned about would be Ensnaring Bridge. So I might... Actually, maybe I shouldn't have played this. Maybe I should have played Hexcatcher first. Just give myself that option to counter that Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Next one.
Not a lot of 1-drops in this deck.
And 3. Aether Vial.
They play Karn the Great Creator. Look at this. Ha 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 ha. Well... Okay, so just have this ready. And I'm just going to maximize damage. Lord Magicus says, they do play Karn the Great Creator. Yeah, that's worth countering too. With Hexcatcher. Ugh!
There it is.
It is. Alright, well, anyway. At least we have Force of Will! Eat my Force of Will. The power of Legacy. You gonna play a second one? Don't do it. Please just don't. Please just don't do that. Oh, sweet. Alright, they got Ensnaring Bridge. This is actually the sole purpose of Brazen Borrower. So can I use any of this? How many forests do they have in their deck? Probably not many. Maybe we want Force Negation too. Curse Catcher looks really bad. Really bad. Daze looks great. Even on the draw, I think. I don't know. Is Force Negation good? Like, it can hit Ensnaring Bridge, but I imagine, like, everything else in the deck is just creatures. Hey, TCG, dude. But if they have, like, Karn the Great Creator, I guess that's worth hitting, too. To get rid of one card. I guess Silvergill, because it's weak to Fury. Wow, this deck is weak to Fury. Aether Vial is clunky in this matchup? No. Aether Vial is going to be clunky in no matchup. They do have, like, Trinisphere. Well, this not well. Our deck. I mean, it hurts, I guess, the forces, but like overall, I'm not that concerned about Trinisphere. The sand blows.
Trinisphere keeps me up at night.
They mulligan. Will mulligan as well. I'm not thrilled.
They went to 5.
But we will keep, and I guess we'll dump the Cavernous Souls. I guess if they go like turn 1 Ancient Tomb, Chalice on 1 again to prevent my Ether Vial, you got me. You got me. Actually, do they have Wasteland in their deck? Maybe it was worth keeping the Cavernous Souls just in... They have to bring Pyroblast, right? But if they have Pyroblast, they can just kill the permanent anyway. They have more creatures these days than they used to.
It's not true.
Coconut.
Get your screen caps, everybody.
Yeah. Licking this plate clean. Ah, they learned their lesson. They learned their lesson. That's fine. Lessons are meant to be learned. They got the red initiative guy too. Soul Land. Simian Spirit Guide. Trample! When Caves of Chaos Adventurer enters the battlefield, you take the initiative. Whatever that means. I still don't even know what the initiative is. Whenever Caves of Chaos Adventurer attacks, exile a top card of your library. If you've completed a dungeon, you may play that card this turn without paying its mana cost. Otherwise, you play that card this turn. That sounds dangerous. Danger!
Welcome to the dungeon.
Danger. I'm not even going to wait for my opponent to play land. I'm getting rid of that stupid City of Traders. Goodbye.
That's the one that adds 2, right?
Yeah. Because they could easily just play land, play that thing again. I don't want to deal with that. Initiative's very hard to race. I imagine, like, that's the whole point of initiative. They take the initiative and then you dead. Okay, I will play Cavernous Soul. I guess it just doesn't matter. Right. If they got Pyroblast, they'll just blow the thing up. Because if they can't counter it, they'll just destroy the permanent. That's just what Pyroblast does. Okay, we do have Brazen Borrower for the Ensnaring Bridge. Another Wasteland. You love to see it. Do you love to see it?
Yeah.
I love to see it.
I wish it was in Modern.
Now we have Fury Protection.
Wasteland would actually balance out Modern pretty good.
A lot of people would agree, but it would absolutely wreck the... It would completely change it just for the sake of putting Wasteland in there. I think it's just better to ban things like Wrenn and 6. What? What? 3 damage! That's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. The bridge or the Trinisphere? Okay, that was not on my... That was not on the list of things to be prepared for. What are we gonna do about this?
We've been seeing that card a lot today, actually.
Yeah, I know. This dick hole is everywhere. Okay, so we can blow it up. We could Wasteland, bounce this guy.
Whatever you do, make it quick and painful.
Or I just blow up this guy, then play Brazen Borrower. You already, yeah. How much do you like Wasteland? You like Spraying Sea so much. Wasteland's just better. Except you can't hit the basics.
Yeah, so...
I have a slightly complicated line here.
Spraying Seas is better.
The problem with the Wasteland plan, Wasteland bounce token... is I have nothing for bridge if they top deck land bridge, like especially a soul land. But then again, I don't really have a good plan versus either of those things anyway. Or I could attack. Have Hexcatcher up. And Brazen Borrower up. For anything that I just bounce anything that they play.
You're thinking too much.
Probably. I don't know what the right thing to do is, but I do have Brazen Bar. This is a lot of damage. They're basically dead. Fury can't do much. Like, if they tap out to play a spell, like a creature, Brazen Bar is an amazing tempo play here. Bounce token, play Hex. I can still do that. Like, I still have that option right now. I wanted to attack first. I think I'll just let the stupid token attack. They got rid of a Den and a Goblin Rabblemaster. The problem with bounce token play Hex is that if they top deck Soul Land Bridge, then I don't have any answer to that. Whereas I think if they just play anything at all, I just Petty Theft that and I win. They do have sweepers. Well, I have this guy too. Daze is so good in this matchup. Well, wish we got it. Okay, beginning of combat. Actually, hold on. No, I have a Hex Catcher for bridge. Yeah, you're right. So if I bounce this, you play Soul Land Bridge. I have to use 2 counter spells on it. That would really suck.
Just blow up the line now, then.
I don't care. I don't care. Let's do whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to block, just in case Fury is a problem. Oh yeah, you're right. I could waste. Using Wasteland maybe as a line. And then on my turn, I can Petty Theft. Okay, there's the Fury. Which, sure. Okay, it resolves. So you can kill off one thing. Probably just Mass of the Pearl Trident. Or Lord of Atlas, whatever they want to do. They only have 5 damage on by next turn. Ooh, I don't like the look of that. Unless they really want to deal with the Hex Catcher. Okay, so Hex Catcher down. Oh, they wanted to get Bridge to resolve, maybe? Dead. Oh, interesting. Okay, so now, no matter what I did, it would not change any of this. Attack for 2. Well, I mean, this guy's just gonna die. So this is gonna flip. Okay, so here as well, I'll Petty Theft the Goblin, and then I will Wasteland, play Petty Theft, and hopefully that's very close to winning. Very interesting line they took. Very interesting line. All right, no, don't you top deck a damn anything. They have to block my Lord of Atlantis. Does this matter? Okay, I will attack with both. And I guess I just hope they don't have Fury and draw a red card. That would really suck. One is not 0, though. Yeah, there's all right, nice, easy clap.
That was fast.
We are 2-0-2-0 so far in this Legacy event. Not even breaking a sweat. Full control the entire time. No true name Nemesis. Haven't really seen great play out of Daze. I mean, the threat of Daze has been there, but we never actually... Did we actually use Daze once? You won the die roll. We like to play first. Yes. Okay, let's see if Daze comes up in this game. on the play. No power, really. Much better. Yeah, last week we lost the first 2 rounds. Maybe we're going to lose the next 3 after this. That would be terrible.
No.
All right, this is the... Well, no, this is fine. This is the whole point. We're going to turn an island.
Hate seeing this thing even here.
See? This is the whole point of days. They're going to daze us as well. All right, so this resolves. Do we care? Okay, I'm not going to pay. Do we force? I don't want to 2-for-1 myself here, but at the same time, this is a dangerous card. No, it's too good. Too good to stay alive. Another Force of Will. I know. Dragon Race Chandler is just bonkers. A bobble. Let's see if I can mana screw them with like Tide Shaper. I hope they like, I don't know, play Ponder and then we hit their Volcanic Island or something. I used to always Force of Will turn 1 Delver. That's interesting that they're playing Scalding Tarn immediately. That has to mean they have Bolt up or something. Okay, so I'm not going to play this because I could draw Wasteland, and if I don't draw Wasteland, I'd at least like the opportunity to play Tide Shaper here. Oh, they fetch because they need to. Well, this is not a good start.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's because they bobbled themselves. I figured it out. All right, I figured it out. Oh, they let it be an island. All right, island it is. Truth be told, don't really like Force of Will for this matchup. But post board will take them out. So I was thinking instead of Submerge, I would bring in Hydroblast. That would be a fantastic card in this matchup. That would be great. But anyway, we don't have Hydroblast. Okay, he's dead. Funny enough, True Name Nemesis would be fantastic right now. You would be good right now? Silvergill Adept. Murktide Regent. I don't have another blue card in my hand. All right, 5/5. And we took out the Harbingers. This is exactly what the Harbingers were for, but I didn't play against any of these Murktide decks. Okay, we're just flooding out. Our hand was okay. I think our starting hand was good. I didn't mind our starting hand. It was like Daze, Force of Will, 2 Tide Shapers, Ether Vial, and 2 lands. Now we've drawn, I guess, 3 lands. Told you Harbinger was necessary here. Maybe. Hey, I can take out Silvergill. Bring the Harbinger back. I can take out Silvergill. This matchup is so much harder in 2023. It seems to be quite under control if I can kill this Dragon Rage Chandler. I mean, if the matchup is really popular, probably I would take out the Submerge and replace it with Hydroblast. It was just when I looked at the metagame, so we have these Submerges in the sideboard, right? When I looked at the metagame, there was a lot of green decks that are tier 2, tier 3, and when you add them all together, they're like it's 10% of the metagame. Okay, we're losing because we're flooding out here.
Oh sure. Whatever you say.
This matchup is a lot easier in 30-40. In 30-40, we have Merfolk that can win the game on turn 1.
Not turn 0.
Every game we cast Force of Will. Well, if we can play Force of Will and back it up with some power, I think it's fine. But we have no power whatsoever. Ooh. Trickster. Whatever. We were meant to lose. We'll make it up in the second and third game. Do we have a sideboard for this matchup? We might not. Did I misbuild my deck? Brazen Bar is fine. Ugh! I guess I'm taking out like 2 Force of Wills and bringing in 2 Brazen Borrowers. Yeah, I got nothing.
He drew
I don't. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
He drew 4 cards off that brainstorm.
I probably, instead of 2 Submerge, I probably maybe should have some 2 Hydroblasts or something like that. Oh, they got green! The Submerges are coming in. It's not easy being green. They got green! The grass is always greener on the other side, especially if you don't have grass on your side in the first place.
True.
Why doesn't this algae grow? Anyway, this is all too late. Okay, actually I have to play on for the bloof. Gotta play on a little bit for bloof. Bloof effect. And actually, okay, so the moment we see this green, the deck just got a lot better. Because now Trickster is very valuable versus Tarmogoyf. The Submerges are playable. It's all good. Alright, so we're going to concede. Okay, so now everything has become great. Okay, Brazen Bar is fine. Submerge is fantastic. Take out the Force of Wills. Take out... Curse Catcher, maybe? Maybe Tide Shaper. Not very interactive. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I don't think they're playing... No, I mean, I saw this. There was a Legacy list that just played green for Tarmogoyf and some green Graveyard Hate card in the sideboard or something like that. They're not playing with Mongoose. They're playing with Dragon Rage Chandler. And Delver. I think Delver. Okay, do I... Like, I'm not in love with Curse Catcher, but I don't hate it either. I don't hate Tide Shaper. I don't love it either. You like to play first? Yes. Maybe on the draw we'll take out 2 Dazes. I don't even have an island! Okay, we'll keep it. We're gonna get our wasteland wastelanded. This could be really bad, really fast.
They mulliganed. Go to 5.
This only works on the play. If I were on the draw, this thing's gonna daze so fast, our head would spin. If they force that, I could just concede. You better ponder, because I'm wastelanding this thing. Oh, was it Ground Seal? That's what it was? Aha! Our fabled island has appeared. Boop!
And he mulligans. So.
That's great.
Just pass the return because you don't have any on our lands. Dang.
That's fine. Okay, we'll float, and then we'll daze this thing. That's the whole point of this thing. If they daze back, joke's on you. Yeah, I understand. I know the consequences of my actions here. I gotta use these. Okay, hold on. We're gonna say, okay, that's autoed. I'm gonna say yes. And the next turn, I'll just say always say no. Okay, so we'll start with attack for 1. Then we'll hard cast a Curse Catcher. And then if they daze it, we can counter it with the Curse Catcher that already attacked. I love when we get to Wasteland, other Wasteland decks. I know, it feels so good. It's a feel-good moment. Chain Lightning. You know what? I don't like you. A boo to you. Whatever. They're just preparing that Murktide big time. And we have nothing for that Murktide at the moment. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Definitely catching curses right here. Yeah. Can they play Murktide? Yeah, they can play Murktide easily. They only have volcanic islands. What if we played Yavimaya with some... They might have wastelands in their hand. Who knows? Alright, not bad, not bad. I'll wait until next turn. Watching Legacy always gets Baba... What? Baba O'Reilly stuck in my head. I want to get the cards to upgrade my Modern Merfolk deck to Legacy if it's a viable deck. Oh, it's a viable deck. You son of a bitch. I'm in. That was very rude, though, of you, opponent. That was very, very rude. Are you going to daze my Ether Vial on the way down? Probably. Maybe they have Tarmogoyfs and they're waiting for that green source. Not realizing that green source will do them in. Have you tried Emperor Michaeli? No, it's 3 mana. Like, the whole point of me removing True Name Nemesis is I think 3 mana is just too much for the Merfolk deck right now. And you need to play as much at, like, instant or, like, free 1 mana and 2 mana. Like, that's my philosophy at the moment. I don't feel good about whatever they're about to do to me. Okay. It died. Oh. Days too late. Okay, so let's try to play an Ether Vial. Want to brainstorm in response. Probably this is not going to get a lot of value. So I'll just counter it. If they have days already, then there's just nothing I could do about it anyway. We get my island back. Attack for 2. Like that days, that was great value right there that we got. That was great value. All right. It's the 3/1 flyer that can't block our Lord of Atlas because it can only block flyers. Yep. So what's faster? We have a 6-turn clock. They have a 7-turn clock. We are technically winning. Who's the tempo deck now? Exactly. What are they even drawing at this point? Why are you being so rude? It's very rude.
I don't know.
Nowadays? There we go. Put something in their hand, too. For brainstorm, potentially. It's all draw, go. The old draw, go game. Okay, now I think they're ahead. Because they have a 5-turn clock now, and we've got... The sacred tropical island. All right, so what are we doing here? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to wait to untap just in case they have another days. Because this is free. It's complete free real estate. Yeah, you've activated my trap card. Oh my god. Oh my god, the trap cards, people, the trap cards. Oh man. Now what? These are all good cards. I don't really want to bounce this thing though.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
It's a way. I mean, like, I guess. But if I kill the Tarmogoyf, okay, they didn't do anything. Okay, block, I get. Okay, so what, do I do this now or do I upkeep? I guess we upkeep, and then we could submerge the Tarmogoyf, and we know that we're just like ahead of this. Like, I could submerge every turn for 1,000,000 turns. You want to put it back on top of your library? Like, be my guest. Put it on top. All right. You know what? I'm gonna trickster that thing. Who's winning the race now? Well, we win if they put the Tarmogoyf back on top again. Yeah, you get it. They're gonna regret so hard playing that tropical island. But I bet they had the Tarmogoyf the entire time. They were just waiting for the tropical island. They put it on top. Yeah, it's GG. They just don't know it yet.
Lord.
It's completely unnecessary.
Oh, still is fun.
True get dunked on moment, yeah. A one for the ages. Dunk him again and again. They attack me for 3 this time. See, look how much mana we have in play. We don't have 3 mana. Three submerges in one game. That was funny. Okay, do any cards get better on that? Like, Daze is worse on the draw. But anyway, it's still fine. I think it's still fine. Tide Shaper's probably... do any of these other cards get worse? I don't think so. I think Brazen Borrower is fine-ish. Yeah, we still want Brazen Borrower for the Murktide. I'll just ship it back. That was funny.
So how is that card free?
Hmm?
If they control a green source?
If I have an island, they have a forest, which they had Tropical Island. We can play it for free.
Oh, wow.
This hand's not that good.
He mulligan to 6.
We do nothing on turn 1, but I think we got to keep it. I just have to hope that they don't play like Dragon Rage Channeler turn 1, because I can't really do anything about that. Yeah, okay. I think this is one way we lose. It's just too strong. And I have like no... Well, I mean, if we find a Trickster... The problem is I have nothing to do on turn 1, so this is a pretty clunky hand. And they mulliganed a lot, but this Dragon Rage Channeler is just going to find the goods, as it does. That wasn't a good draw. What are the odds they sandbag Trop now? High, probably. I don't know. Who knows? Of course they'll sandbag Trop until they need to play a Tarmogoyf. It's often overlooked, but Submerge hits any creature. Ooh. Yeah, I know. I understand. There's Delver. Do they know the top card of their library? They probably do. Well, getting hit for 1 damage, I don't mind. Ah, that would have been so good last turn. That's off curve now. So, see, this is where we sort of want to be really interactive, but we don't have any good interaction here. This is just a bunch of garbage interaction. Now, alternatively, maybe we just race.
Silvergill. Card draw.
No, but that's not... I don't think card draw is worth it here. Or is it? If we go Master of the Pearl Trident, they flip this. We go Master of the Pearl Trident, Hexcatcher. Maybe we could race what's on the board if a green source hits. I'm also trying to think, like, what's the best way of deploying our hand if we draw an island? We do need to draw, like, 1 more land here. Assuming this is flipping. Sure. Now, at the very least, I can petty theft this next turn. They found a Pyroblast. That's not good. Yeah. I think this was the only way we were going to lose this game, at least with our hand. Or maybe I should have mulliganed. I mean, this is pretty attrition-based, but the hand was clunky. The hand was clunky. The hand was pretty clunky. Put Wasteland into their graveyard. They still have the Wastelands. And I can't deal with this stupid graveyard. It's interesting. They tapped out land. Yay. Okay, so we can play Curse Catcher, which helps us a little bit here, because now we can play Petty Theft on the Insectile Aberration, resetting it. We're not really where we want to be, but it's better than nothing.
Why does Tastiger have bananas?
Because there's like a banana. There's just a banana in the picture. So if we draw Trickster, maybe we can deal with this Dragon Rage Chandler. Brazen Bar can try to block. Or again, maybe they'll play Tropical Island, activate the trap card again. Another Curse Catcher. How greedy we want to be. How greedy do we want to be? I'm very tempted to play the Silver Gillidapt just to draw some cards. Because no matter what, we are behind. Yeah, no matter what, we're behind. And this is gonna counter destroy anything. But maybe they'll let this thing resolve.
Watch
out. Show Hexcatcher, I guess. If they play Pyroblast, I'll sack both these Curse Catchers because they're worthless.
Don't say that about Curse Catcher.
Damn you, Dragon Rage Chandler. Why do you even have to exist with this many stats on it? Alright, we'll counter this. Well, they might still have days or something. Not particularly useful, to be honest. Or maybe it is, because I could name Rogue or Fairy and then try to block Dragon Rage Chandler. So I get hit for 6. So I have some blocking potential that's uncounterable. Could still get destroyed by Chain Lightning or something, but... Well, not Chain Lightning, sorry. Chain Lightning, it won't get hit by Chain Lightning.
He's brazen.
Very brazen. No Tropical Isle in this game. Yeah, attack for 3.
2.
Sorry, attack for 2. Name Rogue. That can represent true name Nemesis. Skull also can represent Brazen Power. Hey, we are doomed here. We're probably doomed.
It is Legacy.
Like one bolt kills us. Sure. I've never made it to a gameplay stream before. Can't even fly says. Too bad I'm at work. Would be lurking once my break ends. Go for it. And they're fetching. I think this, well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the matchup feels good. The matchup doesn't feel so bad. Like, I knew when we opened our hand, the hand was, like, sort of iffy. And that the hand was only going to, like, be poor versus exactly the start. Because, like, I think with Delver, that's fine. It doesn't sift through cards nearly as well as Dragon Rage Chandler does, and they're like constantly, they drew a card, chose not to shuffle, drew a card, so they finally found something they like with Dragon Rage Chandler. Try to win the game on the spot here. Well, they know they have to attack with the Dragon Rage Chandler. You found a bolt? No, they did not find a... Well, maybe they did find a bolt, but they'll bolt me instead. Yeah, I can hard cast the thing next turn. Alright, no. Good game. Good game.
That's lame.
Especially game 1, that was awesome. Or was it game... no,
two.
game 2. Game 2 was awesome. Alright, so that was a close loss. That was a close loss. If we had a slightly better hand... Like, any of the 1-drops would have been fine. If we have at least one 1-drop on turn 1, I think we have a very reasonable chance of winning that game. I'm telling you, it's the mana efficiency of Merfolk. If you're not mana efficient, you're going to lose. And if we were more mana efficient, we've been great. It was a little too clunky. But good on our opponent for stifling our Submerge. Maybe they just sided out the Tarmogoyfs in game 3. That probably would have been smart. Because that's only 4 green cards. They could live without it. What is it that people like about Merfolk? It's a charming deck. It's a huge under... How do I put it? In the hands of like a normal person, it's really bad. But if you play it really well... It's like one of these weird decks that if you can play it really well, it can win tournaments. Like, legitimately, it's been doing it for years. A lot of people like to throw shade at Merfolk, but it keeps top 8ing. It keeps winning tournaments. So, it's like this... It looks bad. It looks so bad compared to all the busted things you could do in Modern and Legacy and all the formats. And somehow, it just
keeps squeaking in there.
Yeah, it squeaks in those victories. It's a really cute deck in that manner. And there was just a bunch of people who like blue, but they want to play tribal or some sort of creature-based deck. And this is their only option. This hand is fantastic. It's a good hand. I like this, and we won the die roll. Actually, it depends what they're playing. Merfolk keeps winning because people underrate it. Maybe. Aaron's like, when I first played Magic, I loved Slivers. Me too, actually. Except I never owned the deck because it looked really... The dual lands for me when I was a 13, 14-year-old kid looked impossible. Yeah, Merfolk is it's the underdog a lot of people like to root for. The hero keeping tribal alive. Sir, I salute you. Coming from a Chandra tribal player in Modern. You're welcome. Morgil son.
They mulliganed. They went to 5.
That's a combo deck.
Go to 4. 4. Go to 3.
It's a super combo deck. It's Dredge! Shit, it's Dredge! When they go too low, it's Dredge. It's Dredge. We do have graveyard hate. I'm already looking at the sideboard. Grafdigger's Cage, Fairy Macabre. Oh, can you feed the cats? Yeah. Okay, good. Because this is going to take a while.
See that one card?
Yeah, that one card probably makes them sweat. Oh, did they go to 1?
Yeah,
oh, they went to 1 card. Unbelievable. All right, so I'm assuming this is Dredge. And we probably have to go fast. Let's try to win as soon as possible. Does this put the fastest clock? I don't know. Any spell they cast, I'm countering with Curse Catcher, and then we'll have Hex Catcher and Curse Catcher next turn, and they saw enough. Okay. What are the odds that they're... Okay, like, they're either, like, Reanimator or they're Dredge. So in that case, we're bringing all in this stuff, and I'll bring in Force Negation as well. What do we not want? Silvergill Adept is not necessary. Probably Tide Shaper is also not necessary. Or Trickster is not necessary. Yeah, Trickster's not that necessary. Actually, I would prefer Silvergill Adept over Trickster. Definitely. Alright, submit. I don't know. I actually don't know what the position of Force of Will and Daze are versus Dredge. But versus Reanimator, it's pretty good. Maybe Oops All Spells or something? I'm not familiar with that deck in Legacy. Well, this hand has no mana,
It went to
so...
6.
Oh, yeah, they do that. Okay, this hand's fine. Keep, dump a Cavernous Souls, done. We'll probably go turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, they're passing the turn doing nothing. Well, in that case, I'm going to play Grafdigger's Cage. Not even going to take a chance here. Not even going to take a chance.
3, 2, 1. I'm early.
What kind of deck is this? I could play Vile Tide Shaper as a 1-drop, but that seems pretty poopy. Or I could just keep Tide Shaper in my hand as a... It's like a 1/1 no matter what I do. Or it's probably better to hold it in my hand. So it looks like they're going to discard. Okay, I think I'm just going to dump my hand. Yeah, cast it, please. Just get it in there. Okay, so it looks like they're going to go to discard, probably put a Dredger in the graveyard, and hopefully they can't do anything with it. Oh? Now you play a land? Well, that's awkward. Okay, I want to hold up Force Negation if it's Reanimator, so I will now actually be patient here. Attack for 1. I got a Merfolk of the Pearl Trident in play. You still got... Ooh, Grizzlebrand. Grizzle Daddy. Okay, I'll put a Master of the Pearl Trident in play. Seems legit. Okay, so it is Reanimator. And then I can play Hexcatcher at end of turn. Yeah, you gotta deal with that Grafdigger's Cage. Collective Brutality.
I haven't seen that one in years.
I know. Discard a card. Opponent reveals their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery from it, and they have to discard that card. I sort of want to lose anything.
Yep, use them.
I guess I'm just in such a commanding position, I don't care. Okay, you want to take a look at my hand? Go for it. It's all yours. Because this is a counterspell. I would think that's not the card to choose. Like, I can hardcast this card. They're just like, Force of Will. Yeah, Force of Will, scared.
Merfolk. There we go.
Yeah, this looks all but over. Because they still have to deal with the Grafdigger's Cage. Does Merfolk play Wasteland? This one does. This deck does.
3, 2, 1. No.
Dark. They might try to hard cast a card. They're gonna have 5 mana here. Okay, let that resolve. They'll have.
Here comes Ember. Cool.
7 mana. If I understand correctly, this will 5, 6, 7. Okay, what if they play Grizzlebrand? Is that a problem? Probably.
Just use your spell.
It's probably a problem. Yeah. Oh, come on, do they have an answer to this If they have an answer to the Grafdigger's Cage, I still have like a bunch of stuff on the board. Yeah, it looks like they were trying to hard cast. Get that Grizzlebrand and play the old-fashioned way. All right, we won the match. Oops, they said that. Okay, can't get back to you. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Return back here, and we play a league. All right, if we win this one, I hope this proves like a new future for this deck. No. And that future is Hydroblast in the sideboard. Gotta think, is Null Rod even necessary? Like, Null Rod might be one of those cards I might want to dump for like some Hydroblasts. What is Null Rod for? in Legacy right now. Is it only for that 8 cast deck? Because I might just be like, you know what? I'm gonna lose to this deck. I don't care. Look at that. Look at that. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. We're up against Sirius. They're serious around here. If it's only for one deck, I don't like those sideboard cards. This hand sucks. I don't mind Force of Will. Like, the problem is with these Force of Will hands, I think I'm going to keep it anyway. But the problem with Force of Will hands is that if you deplete yourself of resources, then you sort of want to have some pressure. And there's no pressure in this hand at all. And I still depend on another island. Oh, not this stupid thing again.
Go away. Just leave.
Yeah. Just dump another Force of Will.
I'll be holding a eulogy for...
Yeah, they had the days. All right, let's hope. Hopefully, we make a comeback against this deck. Painter? Why is Painter such a problem? I should have 2-for-1 myself twice. Dragon Rage Chandler is so dangerous.
That's a merfolk in the picture.
Yeah, sort of. You know what? This is not so bad. I do have the Trickster for Dragon Rage Chandler, so maybe we'll actually get our opponent. I'm a little tempted to Curse Catcher this than Wasteland the Volcanic Island. They chose not to shuffle. Turns off their primary combo piece. Like, you should be racing and killing them anyway, though. In my opinion. Would you like to trade your delicious Dragon Rage Chandler for my crummy Curse Catcher?
It's crummy doorstop.
And I hope they have no more lands, because they're like, Merfolk with Wasteland? When did that happen?
Tuesday.
No! Oh. Oh. I'm just going to attack. It's probably going to get bolted, but whatever.
1-for-1 here.
That's how you got to do it sometimes. So I will try to get this Dragon Rage Chandler to attack me. I think I'm going to counter this Brainstorm. Put a Reckless Impulse in the graveyard? Sure. Oh, no, hold on. No, I need the... I need this just to protect my Tricksters from resolving. And maybe the damage matters. I don't know. End of turn Brainstorm is not that strong. Main phase Brainstorm way stronger. They were like basically drawing the 2 cards anyway. They found a card they like. I'm going to leave it on top. They're going to draw it with their Brainstorm.
No, they won't.
Turns Brainstorm into like draw 4 cards.
Bertoncini style.
Put 2 cards back. Alright, see if this works. Boo. It's still a 1-1. That's some good news. God, that graveyard is full. What are you going to do about it now? Okay, hold on. So, attack for 1 first.
Just the jabs back and forth.
Yeah.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We're gonna see some action here.
Ha-ha! Dazedless. Alright, but this is sort of what I want against this blue-red deck. I want to get ahead. What are you bolting? The Curse Catcher. Yeah, it's worth it, I guess. They gotta be careful not making this Dragon Rage Chandler too big. Any music? Oh, there's music. It's just very light right now. Here, I'll change the track. Sure you can hear it now. Oh, you don't want to attack anymore, huh? Don't feel so brave? Okay, I'm gonna keep Trickster up. This Dragon Rage Chandler is such a pain. Attack for 2. Get that chip damage in. Play Curse Catcher.
This round of Legacy is wild.
You guys can't hear music? Was there no music this entire time?
I don't know.
Oh my! There was no What? The entire stream? There was no music?
Just put it in the background.
Counter target spelled Manvel. Oh my god! We just got by minor misstep.
That's the new one.
That feels bad. Okay, now this Dragon Rage Chandler must attack. No one said anything. Whatever. No, it's never a musicless stream. You fools. Okay, I hope I get to eat this thing. Okay, removal spell, I'm screwed. Everyone's gonna say, where's the music? Chad didn't say shit. For 4 hours. That's what happened to the music. No! What's going on here? Okay, that's not too bad. I'll accept that. So I'm gonna take 1 damage. Yeah, you're gonna surveil, whatever. Are we still winning the race?
Now you are.
Okay, so we will. How many dazes could you have? What's your favorite merfolk? Spaloon, God of Sea and Sky.
Squeenabob.
If this is 2 dazes, I swear, I probably should just play the silent, but it would reveal exactly what's in my hand. Okay, Force of Will, pitching Force of Will. I think I'm fine with that. I think it's just really important we kill off this stupid creature. Stupid jerk.
Now they're empty-handed.
They are. And they put a card on top of their library, which blows chunks. Okay, so if it's a removal spell, we can definitely kill the Dragon Rage Chandler by just letting it attack. Like, I just don't attack here. They put 1 card on top. If it's Ponder or Brainstorm, it's possible that they whiff on a removal spell, but if they do... Because if this thing's dead, we potentially could outdraw them. But Dragon Rage Chandler is just so hard to beat. So is this 2 extra damage worth it? I don't think so. We'll just pass. Could be Murktide too. There's only 2 Murktides in the deck. A line. So I missed out on some... And I have to do this in advance. That's hilarious. What a card to put on top! They put the Wasteland! Now I have to play this. It's funny. I missed out on 2 damage now. Yeah, I do want to play my Trickster. Oh well. Okay, that was one clever way of protecting your Dragon Rage Chandler, I guess. So we'll do no damage. You play it, so I attack. Why do they do that for? They don't even know what's the top card. It was completely unknown. I think. Yeah, it was completely oh, they want to play Brazen Bar. That's totally fair. Okay, they're getting underneath Daze. So we attack for 4. They attack for 6. Terrible draw. Terrible, terrible draw. So is this? It's a 3-turn clock from us, but it's a 3-turn clock for them as well. So we are ahead. So if it goes brick, brick, we win. Because this has to attack and this can't block. Funny enough.
Sticky situation.
All right. Top deck some lands, please. Let's win this race. Let's get that bread. We put ourselves in the position that we wanted to this entire game.
Lord.
I would take it.
Hey!
Okay, so we shouldn't fear anything. Attack for 6. Oh, we're in great position. So they would need like 2 bolts here. Unless they're going to bolt the Lord right now. Nope. Okay, I have no idea what gets them out of this. I guess Brainstorm into 2 bolts? That could do it. I conceded. Yes! We won game 1! F yeah! You would be great here? Fucking Hydroblast! Where's my Hydroblasts in this deck?
Coconut donut.
Yeah, the more I look at this, this Null Rod should be Hydroblast and screw the artifact decks. We've got them covered with these dazes and stuff. Okay, so, what do we want? Yeah, we have like nothing to bring in. Take out some Force of Wills. Yeah, that's it. I can't do nothing. Nemesis would have been great in that situation. No, actually. It's a bad clock. It wouldn't have gotten in play for like a million turns. I'm telling you, True Name. I lose, like, my wake-up call was every single time I played True Name Nemesis versus Delver, I lost. Every single time. Like, it means nothing. In this matchup, you need to play, like, tempo and control. This is not a matchup of, like, slam True Name and, like, it coasts to victory. You need to play heavy on control here. And it can be tempoed out so easily by their turn 1 plays. Like, they're attacking for 3 by turn 2. Do I have anything? No, we're going to submit this. Null Rod is also good versus Ant. I don't care. That's fine. I don't need Null Rod. We have a million counter spells. And Grafdigger's cages. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Cage doesn't do anything versus Ant. Okay, we're going to mulligan.
Keep it.
Yeah.
It's got everything you need.
No, it doesn't, actually. So if they go turn 1 play, like, we have so many turn 1 plays. Why can't we have a turn 1 play? Maybe we can just play 1 Nemesis? No! It's a bad card! Like, I'm telling you, it was always bad, but I never had anything to replace it with. But now we've got Tide Shaper and Hexcatcher. I'm like, these are great. These are so much better than True Name Nemesis. Always has been. Nemesis was never good. It was always fine, and then it got worse and worse and worse over time.
It could be modern legal now.
Yeah, that's why I say it could be modern legal. And people think I'm crazy. No, like, this card does nothing. Hey, screw your Volcanic Island. Aha! Who's the Wasteland deck now?
Scumbag.
Was this the right thing to do? Or are they gonna, like, daze their Brainstorm? And then pay for it? That'd be a sick line. Was I supposed to do this at their upkeep? No, the Brainstorm is resolved. Pass. No, you just don't. It's a bad card. I'm making the argument. It's a bad card. It doesn't work. It doesn't do what you want it to do. Now, I think in the past it did facilitate one thing, and that was unblockable damage against the non-blue decks. I actually think that is correct. I think that was very useful. But outside of that, I think it's just hot trash. Okay, Merfolk. Let's play some Merfolks. They seem to have a heavy control hand. Thoughts on Mihail? Does nothing. Because you have to cast Merfolk. So when you play Mikhail, it's Mihail or Mikhail? Whatever.
No idea.
It's, if I understand correctly, you have to cast a Merfolk and you get a 1/1. But the card doesn't do anything the turn it comes into play. So you basically have to you have to like wait a whole turn to make use out of it. So I actually think it's quite poor. I think it's a bad card. It's worse than True Name Nemesis. I would prefer True Name Nemesis. All right, let's hope we can get this Murktide. Oh, we got 2 of them too. All right.
Boing.
Yeah, boing. Pretty smart of them not to go all in with the lightning bolt. You can cast cards from the top though. I don't. That's pretty win more. I think it's pretty win more. Like you're gonna be so taxed in general. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until end of turn. Oh, it's the new expressive iteration. Of course. Lightning bolts. Until the end of next turn, you may play those cards. That sucks. What? I can't play anything until next turn. But yeah, that's not too bad. I can just hold up mana and play Brazen Bar at the end of their turn. Well, this plays into Daze a little too much. But I probably should play it anyway. I don't want to play into Daze, though. And everyone says, oh, Daze is bad versus Merfolk. Well, yeah, I've seen it a million times, though, so. Yeah, I'll just do nothing. So I can cleanly get this in play.
Cleanly.
I think in this case, I should just play the Brazen Bar now to get underneath Pyroblast, because this is not uncounterable. Yeah, what Impulse and Legacy? Yeah, they banned expressive iteration. I was like, what's the next best thing? I guess this thing. Maybe these exile cards or play 2 mana, get access to 2 card spells were underrated for the longest time. No one even knew. A Delver.
Show me your secrets.
They haven't seen our Dazes yet.
Just let him piss one away if he's got it.
Let's play Charter Course again, from what I see. Maybe, yeah. I don't really know what to do with this hand. They found nothing with their Delver. Some good news for us. Oh, maybe it was Bauble. Murktide is back. Okay, now they're holding up like Pyroblast or something. Which in that case, maybe I should hold off on the Petty Theft here. Ugh. Or do they have Bolt? Maybe they have Bolt. Okay, we'll see if they have Bolt. Because we're about to tap down the Murktide. But that would have been a great tempo play. Like, just at least stall another turn. And we'll eat up the Delver. Okay, here's it with... Oh, they did have the red Elemental Blast. Alright. I'm gonna bounce your Murktide. This is Legacy. I guess it's hard to tell. Here's a Volcanic Island. Silvergill Adept is great. Okay, so we'll bounce this. Again. Maybe we should have played Silver... No, I want to play Petty Theft first, not Silvergill Adept, because if we play Petty Theft first... Sorry, if we play Silvergill Adept first, then Petty Theft, then they can daze it. Think you expect to see a new Merfolk on Lord of the Rings set? No, because they don't have Merfolk on that. If I can call that a plane.
Big money. Big win. Ooh.
Is this good? I guess so. Whatever siphons their mana is the better. No Merfolk and Arda.
You gonna flip out?
Brainstorm.
Green Needle.
Yeah. They can still play that, we can play Brazen Bar to try to block the Insectile Aberration. But it shouldn't be too hard to play Murktide again.
Yeah, but for no value. Big, big, big.
Not big at all. Attack for 2. Do I want to be greedy here?
Yeah. Even out those life totals.
After drawing this Ether Vial, I feel pretty behind. This feels awful, but yeah, we'll go in for that 1 extra damage. I mean, Golem is pretty much a merfolk, but not technically. Okay, if they go for a Brainstorm, I will That is so weird. You're gonna sack the Mystery Rainforest before brainstorming, or do you just know the top of your deck? Oh! Okay then.
I remember the Mystic Sanctuary days.
I might upkeep, play Brazen Borrower.
It sucked.
Alright, and I will definitely cast Brazen Bar here. I mean, they'll kill it, but whatever. Okay, so they didn't have a counterspell. Closest thing you can get to a merfolk in the Legendarium is Ulmo. I have no idea what that is. Okay, they Red Elemental Blast our Master of the Pearl Trident. Which was inevitable, I guess, but still. Whoa! Okay, we smoked. Yeah, this needs to be a merfolk or something. Then we'd have a chance. Actually, maybe we're dead anyway, because they'll attack for 3. We go to 10, and then they'll put a 6/6 merc. Oh, they only get a 6/6 Murktide. We go to 1. All right, let's see if we can draw a bunch of lords off the top of the deck, and our opponent has no more removal. Because they'll be attack for 3, next turn attack for 8. We go to 2. Should be interesting. We do need some good top decks. Silvergill Adept into some lords would be nice. I would take that.
Borrower.
Borrower wouldn't be too bad either. That is not what I wanted at this point of the game. It would have been great a lot earlier. Can I win? I think I'm dead. I think I'm just stone dead. I don't think I can win from here. Yeah, you can do that if you want that. No, I will not pay. No, I don't want to pay. It's uncounterable. They were probably doing that so they can put a card in their hand for Brainstorm. Like it's not completely irrelevant. They're at 11 though. I need to draw a random creature to give myself a chance. Now they'll attack me for 8. Is there any chance? I need to somehow draw a card that's a merfolk. Like, nah.
Brazen Borrower to
I screwed up. I should not wasteland. If I drew Brazen Borrower, I could bounce block. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so that was a line. I could Petty Theft, Murktide, block, Delver. Another Delver of Secrets. That was a line I missed. I didn't. I think I drew a good balance of cards here. It's okay. We can. I shouldn't concede because we could have potentially Harbinger of the Tides. It's fine. I took out I took out Harbinger for the Silvergill Adepts. Do I regret? Maybe not. I don't mind Silvergill Adept too much. Hey, Max. Okay. Please have nothing. Actually, it doesn't matter. Show me something. Just give me more information about your deck. Reckless Impulse. All right, I know more. Harbinger is so good in this spot. Balancing Delvers. All right, we go to game 3, where them Hydroblasts would be great. But we don't got Hydroblasts. We got damn Submerge. I'm just thinking how we're going to change this deck. Probably -2 Null Rods, -2 Submerge. Put in a bunch of Hydroblasts. 4 Hydroblasts. I think this deck is too popular to ignore it. And it's such a good interactive card. That is such a bad hand. Look at that, all
Well,
those
at least
Aether
you have
Vials.
them.
Yeah, at least what am I going to do with them?
Well, you're not going to draw them later.
This is interesting. This could be Merfolk Ponza.
He went to 6.
So we're going to keep. And I guess we'll put away maybe a Trickster? Maybe a Master of the Pearl Trident? I want to keep all these Wastelands. I guess we're going to keep the interactive. Okay, I'm going to get rid of... This deals with a Channeler on turn 1. I think I'll get rid of the Lord. Although I think the Lord is one of the better cards after I've wastelanded my opponent to death.
Go to 5. Come on.
Okay, I think I will still put a Tide Shaper out there, even though this is like, could be Mana Screw 2. It's just that if they start off with an island, this would be a great way to start getting in some damage. And if they don't play an island, well, like, whatever. Okay, Delver I can deal with. More Tricksters is fine.
You want to block, Mr. Secrets?
I've never heard of Delver being referred to as Mr. Secrets. Okay, we'll get rid of the ugly Wasteland because I want to keep the nice Wasteland in my hand. The one nice Wasteland in our hand. Maybe Sacklands like Waterlogged Grove? No, definitely not, because this is a Wasteland format. I took out Oboro in the main deck. Sorry, not Oboro. Otawara City. What, City in the Clouds or whatever? No, Otawara Soaring City. 4 more islands because it's so important. Oh, they just blindly flipped that damn thing. How rude.
It happens.
Now I don't even have a 2/2 in play. Actually, I did that myself. That was my fault. Oh, no more lands? Excellent. That was exactly the plan. Alright, let's tempo them out.
Y'all know what time it is.
And they need, like, Force of Wills and stuff for this, which they probably sided out. Here we go! What do you mean, what a keep? I mean, this is how Delver works, usually. You keep these one-landers, but that's the great thing about Wasteland in this deck. Punishes those decks, or punishes those games.
Oh! So good. No.
Harbinger would be better.
You finally got something?
Nope. Going straight to the
Ooh.
graveyard. Alright, let's attack for 5, put him to 9. This is going to be on blocking duty really soon. Oh, perfect. Absolute stone cold perfect. There we go. I do love this Wasteland idea. I don't know if Lord Magicus came up with this by himself or if that came from a deck list, but that is a great idea. It's probably the greatest innovation to Legacy Merfolk. I mean, they used to play Wasteland, but it was like in addition to Mutavault, and this one just replaces it. I'm a genius! True name, we don't need it! 4-1. It was a close 4-1 too. I think we could stack the odds in our favor big time if we have the Hydroblasts in here and screw off the Null Rod. I don't know how important Null Rod is. So after surveying all the deck lists, I do realize that all the winning deck lists have 4 Graveyard Hate, so I don't mind it being like 3 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 Fairy Macabre. And then after that, I think Submerge probably is also useful versus Uro. So maybe it goes like we go down 2 Null Rods, 1 Submerge, add 3 Hydroblast. Maybe that's the plan. And it would also be, and the Hydroblast would be good versus Red Prison too. I think it has a lot of application. But most importantly, it would help hedge. Like, I think we have a lot of game versus the Delver deck. But I think we could go over the top with Hydroblast. Technomage convinced me to try Wasteland, so I built a shell around it. Oh yeah, Wasteland is, this is a great innovation. And I think, but once you have Wasteland, I think it's just pointless to play True Name Nemesis. I mean, it was pointless to play True Name Nemesis after Hexcatcher and Tideshaper were printed. I mean, we don't need this card! We never did! I've always hated that card. And now with Tideshaper being a main deck spreading seas, easy. Easy dump. Easy dump. This deck is great. It's absolutely fantastic. We crushed the Reanimator decks. I think, in my opinion, we crushed those Delver decks too. Although it's pretty close. Again, like your worst nightmare is turn 1... Dragon Rage Chandler on the draw. Buying those Wastelands. Zeagle's getting, like, we're getting my Wastelands. I have my, well, I don't play Legacy much on paper, but I do have Wastelands anyway, for when I did play it. So anyway, if you want to play Merfolk, I think this is a cool deck. Not entirely sold on Silvergill Adept, but I don't mind it either. I don't mind it. I think it's actually quite fine if we're playing with a bunch of Force Negations and Force of Wills. Helps refill your hand a little bit. Just maybe... For all I know, maybe it should be split with Harbinger. But I like Silvergill Adept with the Wastelands. It's just easier to cast. You gotta have Wasteland in different borders and art? Oh, God. What, just to confuse people and make them angry?
Yeah.
So anyway, and Daze. I think Daze is good in this. I think Daze is a great addition to this deck, especially when you're playing with, like, 4 Curse Catchers. I think it makes sense. I think that has some really nice synergy, and Daze just hits everything. And like I said, I think the deck's weakness was always playing several cards a turn, and Daze lets you do that very cleanly. And if your curve doesn't go above 2, then who cares if you have to return the land to your hand? I hope you loved it. It was a pretty quick league, so you can jam leagues with this really fast because everyone's trying to play combo to grind them ticks. Yep. So I hope you loved it. Give the thumbs up. Give me a lot of thumbs up if you want me to keep playing this thing. I guess I might play it regularly. Maybe I'll play this thing regular because it wins. I have that hunger to fix this deck is what's going on. I have this hunger to fix this deck. I knew True Name was garbage in this, just like Silvergill was garbage in Modern. Maverick feels awful. Well, it's okay to have some awful matchups. Like that, so it's okay. What's most important is we beat the matchups that are the most common. If Maverick is super common, then, you know, I don't know, then you have to still have some submerges over here. I don't know, maybe you still play with the 4 submerges, get rid of a Force Negation Null Rod for the Hydroblasts? How is the Cephalid matchup? I have no idea, I never played against it. And that's all I have to say. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. See you guys next time.